Hello, everyone. We are yet another episode of Really podcast. This time, it's unique, it's special. We have four guests from the industry, all powerhouses in their own sectors. We have Mr. Salim Kasas from Aeon and Tristle, Ben Bandari. We know him from Million Dollar Listing, Ben and Core, and my dear friend Kurat from DRE Homes, and myself from Visionary. So let's begin. To make it a bit more interesting, let's go through our journey, and uh, uh, we have all had our difficult deals in life, and those deals we always remember. I mean, somebody always mentions something about a difficult deal, and the one deal that pops up in your mind. So we'll start with Ben. Ben, do you remember any deal that challenged your capabilities to the limit, and something that people can learn from?
Well, I'm in the middle of a deal right now.
Yeah, you can look at his face. He's
Before
already
I
stressed.
came here, Gorat's like, "Why are you so stressed? Why are you on your phone? Just relax. We're
Yeah.
here to have a good time." So yeah, I do have a deal that's falling through
Mm.
because of what's happening, the situation,
Yeah.
which we won't get into because we're real
Yeah.
estate agents. We
Yeah.
don't talk politics.
Mm.
But yeah, having said that, look, yes, I've dealt with a lot of investors, a lot of institutions, where they come in, they take your time, your energy.
Correct.
You do
yeah,
feasibility studies for them. They just want information, and then bam,
They disappear.
it's the name of the game, right?
Yeah.
So it's a numbers game, and you can't
He's
just walk
going through
away.
it right now.
I mean,
I'm going
my
through it as we
experience,
speak.
my experience in this is what a lot of people have also said, and I've learned from them is control your deliverables and control your controllables. I mean, most of the time we try to control the outcome,
Yeah.
and that what panics us. And I've seen, agents who comes to me for, if they feel for advice, and that's the only advice I give.
Yeah,
Based
the
on my
best one
experience,
would be
I
to
mean-
just spend it when you receive it. Yeah.
well, I'm,
Another thing is that, but I mean, sometimes they really get stuck into a difficult deal. I've been recently got stuck on a big land deal twice actually this year. Few were successful, few were not. But my learning overall is that you cannot control the outcome. I mean, if you start focusing about the outcome of a situation, well, let's say me and Salim are doing something, and we're negotiating something, and I just focus on the outcome versus my relationship, my understanding of Salim, how he has done his business, or the past deals with me. These are my controllables, these are my deliverables. But most of the time, what we're looking at is the final outcome, the commission that we are might going to lose, or the seller is going to get angry on us. I mean, a lot of things that comes to your mind when you're doing a deal is mostly out of your hand. Like, buyers, he's going to be upset, seller is going to be upset, or I'm going to lose $1 million dirham on commission. These are all these are
Look,
all
I think
outcomes.
we're all in this business long enough, right? So
Yeah.
we've become numb,
Yeah.
numb
Yeah.
to these emotions. I think we can only focus on what we can control, whatever's out there, and what we cannot control, we just have to forget about. And deals do fall
I
fall
think
apart.
it's good to identify what you're good at too, right? For
Yeah.
example, if you would ask me, I probably don't have the temperament to sit into these joint venture agreements, deals, or land deals, which may take
Yeah,
long.
I agree. I
Certain
don't
times
have it
people
too.
tend to take everything
Yeah.
on themselves and burden themselves, and then you lose what you're good at.
Hmm.
You lose focus on what you're good at. So, for
Hmm.
example, in my case, if I would have a trusted friend or a colleague, and I would just send it to them and say, "Deal. I'll rather make
Yeah.
less, but you
But
good
it
at
happens.
this. I'm not
Good at it,
probably
yeah.
have the energy because
Energy for
the
it, yeah.
temperament is very different to when you're running the show and when you're also having other responsibilities in the organization. They're difficult to, but probably you have.
And you have a lot of
big,
patience.
put it this way, like
Yeah.
a big problem to actually take up on everything and ensure that you achieve it. For example, whether it's a land deal or whether you're doing JVs or you're even selling off-plan units and you're doing ready units, so you're a Superman in your own self.
Yeah.
I agree with you from the perspective that you have to know what you're good at. I mean, real estate field is also a very wide field, and it is becoming wider and wider. You have to identify your strength. And my strength have always been plots. So I was known in the market as a plot broker for the longest period of time. I've done many, many big and small plot deals. And plot deals are always challenging. I mean, there are sometimes more joint buyers, 2 or 3, sometimes many sellers. I remember a deal I've done where there were 11 sellers. It was an inherited plot and 11 sellers. Coming back to you, Kurat, what do you say about difficult deals and how do you do that? What's your mantra?
For me, I think I'm very patient. I'm very aggressive when it comes to launches. I don't know, something gets into me. I'm sure Salim.
No, when she said patient, I was like, okay, that's a new one.
No, I am patient
I
when
hope
it
the camera
comes
was not on
to
me.
getting the units from the developer. I am very patient, but I get very aggressive. Something happens to me when it's a launch. There's one thing about me that I feel that I'm responsible for the broker and his deal.
That's the thing, ownership of your own role,
Yeah,
yes.
I feel like it's not. See, I'm a broker myself, and sometimes they're my clients who want the units, but then I make sure that I get this done for my agent. And that agent then definitely wants to be with you. But I don't want them to. What has happened these days, I'm sure Salim will agree more to this. They become really dependent on you that Kurat is going to pick up a phone call and get me that unit. But I don't want them to do that. But when I think I'm a launch specialist.
Yeah.
When I was even 9 months pregnant, I was standing for 16 hours during District 1 West launch till I got every unit. And the developer came out and said, "You'll deliver here." I said, "It's your choice now." Did not give up.
Continuing from Salim's point of sharing deals, I have a very recent example of 6 teams that we have in Visionary Real Estate, and one of the teams is outperforming the other teams for almost like it's the 8th quarter.
Wow.
And
Take that team.
Actually, sorry to interrupt, but we never hire a team leader. We always have team leaders grow within the organization.
Yeah, that's a very good thing. I've seen that.
So most of our team leaders have also been promoted to be team leaders within the organization, and now we have 5. And because we don't want to have one team leader having 40 people, it's impossible to run. In 15-20 is the max, in my opinion, that you can function with. But one of the core differences in the outperforming team is their agents are sitting together, 4-5 of them, not all, and they are exchanging their ghosted clients. I mean, they've done everything they can, and now they get back to the other agent and say, "Look, this guy has a potential. I've dealt with him. I don't know, something he doesn't like about me." And it happens with the best of the agents out there. And why don't you try? And that's the success model they have, what he just mentioned as well. And it reminded me of the discussion we were having this Friday. And that is their recipe of doing better than the rest, because they're not losing deals. Every client at every funnel level can ghost you for whatever reason. I mean, the meeting didn't go well, or he didn't choose you to be his or her broker. Many factors can come in. But most of the time, you give up and, go to the other lead. I mean, the other churn lead, or the other fresh lead, and the fresh lead, and the fresh lead. But these guys, they keep churning instead of the system churning it. They choose the broker among that 15, 16 people. 4, 5, 6 boys are really, really good. So they go to them and exchange those leads. And I think that was one learning that I got. I mean, you always learn from everyone.
Very smart.
Yeah, it's a very smart thing they do. And it's very successful for them.
I'm sure they trust each other, because
of course.
There has to be a trust factor.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, some people,
I believe they will become the future leaders in our organization as well, because they had that thinking. Because you have to have some sort of leap
Ben
of faith.
is still thinking about his deal.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking of what he's saying, actually. It makes sense.
It makes
Some
sense.
people want to deal with Arabic speakers. Some people want to deal with women
But
rather
there has
than
to
men.
be this trust level between the brokers, because sometimes they just, they're very scared to share the numbers of the investor or a client.
If there's no trust, I mean, you can't do
So
business.
if you, like probably a year and a half ago, we were discussing this challenge, and finally took a while to make them understand is that it's better to share it with your colleague rather than
Yeah.
being shared with some other agency.
Exactly.
Or like going it all together going
Or
to somebody
losing
else.
it.
Yeah, you're losing it
You
to
lose it,
somebody
yeah.
else.
And
you
the
know?
company losing it as well.
And at times we have a UK office also, and at times we have those clients, having to inquire in Dubai as well as the UK agent also, and then it's rather better to share than to let it go to a third agency.
agent.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And this is just came up, and I kept hearing from them that because I sometimes when the lead gets closed, I take personally interview randomly. I mean, like 100 leads we close or 80 leads. I pick up 2-3 guys and ask me to
Give
tell
me your
me the journey.
marketing guy, bro. 100 leads.
I mean, I'm talking about the
You're
quarterly,
very close
not,
to me.
not
I think
Yeah, now he's changing quarterly.
Right,
Guys,
exactly,
slowly
yeah,
say
yeah.
yearly, then decade.
I don't know. I'm getting
So-
inspired. I'm going to start an off-plan division.
No,
maybe
we do have. I think. I
But
think
then
one
it-
of
No,
the
it is-
from leads getting 100 closing in a month, I need your marketing guy.
not month, but
Yeah.
but yeah, in a quarter we're
It has
doing
become
almost,
expensive,
yeah,
actually,
it has
to
become
do lead
expensive,
generation
but
for
we're
us.
doing something right. I mean, we've got some good content producers. Their lead journey is much less than an average lead journey. I mean, average lead journey is between 90 to 180 days. Their journey is much lesser, and that's why I keep promoting them. Whenever I'm hiring a new person, I keep telling them, one of the criteria I'll train you, but you need to be a content person, because
Yeah.
that CV, because I mean, in the funnel system that I say, one of the most important thing is that person is supposed to hire you as a broker. That's where the sales begin. Before that, it's all talking. I mean, nothing is happening until they decide that you are the broker. And once they decide that, they're going to buy from you in 3 months or 1 year, 1.5 years. I have many instances where a person has closed a lead after a year or so.
Yeah.
But the main thing is that the person has to hire you. Now, what happens in content marketing? That's already done. They've seen you, they've visualized, they've chosen you during the content that they've seen, that yeah, this is the kind of person I want to deal with. And then they DM you. When that happens, that lead journey, we have few good content closers. It's 15 days, 25 days, 60 days. I mean, on average, I would say 45 days, 40 days, versus my other lead closure is 3 months or 4 months, etc. So we're all learning. I mean, content was something, digital marketing was something which was not there when we were doing when we were starting the career. It was do business in the beginning. Before that, SMS or Google groups. I remember Google.
Golf News.
My first
No,
law
Golf
deal
News.
was through the Google groups.
Classifies.
Yeah, classified was there.
Google and all.
When
got
I
it.
used to sell ice creams, I used to see these classifieds. They used to be really thick. And I used to be like, they're doing something really big. But I would still focus on my 30 dirhams per hour, because that would get my pocket money, because I was a student in American University of Sharjah. I could not afford Dubai like Salim Karsaz. So I used to get really excited to read about it. And but still I did not want to give up. I started selling membership cards. That was also
It was
sales.
the Marriott, right?
Loyalty
Or
cards.
was it hotel? What?
Hotel loyalty
Yeah, I remember.
cards.
Yeah, you have
I
done
remember you
that?
telling
Yeah,
me.
yeah, I've sold 2%, 2 people dine, 50% discount, 3 people dine, 33% discount. And one day my uncle, bless him, he still works with us, he said, you do real estate. And those days Ajman was doing a lot. I said, no, I have a salary of 9,000 dirhams and I get commissions, I can't do it. I pushed my brother, and who's really very shy and who's doing much better than me today. I pushed him into real estate, and slowly I got into it, and I started doing these deals where you buy a floor and within 1 month you get a profit of 10% or 5%, and then I saw a knee-deep crisis. And I told my brother, hey, stop. We're not going to do anything what comes as sales. We're only going to do leasing. I don't want to do anything. So I got hold of a building in Silicon Oasis, and I used to sit down there. That building had 500 apartments. I would not let any male agent enter, as if it was my own building, and the building had 500 owners. Imagine dealing with 500 owners. And I still have those people as my buyers and sellers.
Amazing.
Salim, we've been selling real estate predominantly we've been selling Dubai, the promise of Dubai. Last 10, 15 years, we've been telling people this is what Dubai will become. Thanks to His Highness, we were proven right. What is your next pitch for Dubai? I mean, future 10, 15 years down the line.
So even if you look at it today in terms of why we are able to make those sales, is because we get opportunities from developers here who are not greedy, who always create an opportunity for investors to make money. So if you would have something, for example, then tomorrow you might not say that I'm only promoting certain developers. I'm giving you an example.
We can cut that part.
No, I'm just giving you an example, such as, for example, you look at Oasis. Compared to an available ready product just right opposite, for example, Jumeirah Golf Estate or Thalal Al Kaf. But you look at Oasis and Damak Lagoons both, actually, the prices that they have been sold at, even today, is incomparable to a opportunity available right, which is ready. It still has an opportunity to grow by 70-80% by handover. So these are the kind of, so now what was all promised has already actually been built and delivered. I remember at a time we would talk about Dubai Mall, or we would talk about the airport which is there. Then we would talk about the the Palm or the new Palm, or and it would just, everything has just actually turned out to be right and fallen into right place and been delivered. So again, what they have proposed to build is going to be in a similar manner achieved. And now the city, if you see, is growing towards the other side. What are you selling in the city? There's not enough within the regions we sold 15 years ago. Now we are all shifting to the south side. We are selling the Lagoon and the Oasis and the Grand Polos
Imar
and the
South
Maidan side, and the Nadal Shiba. That side is selling now. So all the promises have been very achieved and delivered in the last 20 years that I've been doing this. And yes, but going back to the point that you mentioned about content, I believe he's been doing it very right. Extremely right, I must say. With all the challenge that he must have faced to get it here. But again, people get it so easy now. So if you go back in time, we never had an option to actually showcase or actually speak on social media. I don't even think I can even.
You would have done it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So the information, because of the growing technology that is there in the world now, and with AI coming up in the future, and so many things happening, which they are adapting to. Actually, they are way ahead of us.
Chat GPT and
so you would need to write an email. You have a response ready. We would spend like an hour creating that. Actually, just to make sure we have the right articulate words, not to make a mess out of our emails, and because people would judge you on making the decisions there and there. It was very challenging compared to what it is to go somebody on social media and make a content, and then personally they would choose you. Information is relayed much faster. We would actually make a call, and then we were not able to send the brochures via WhatsApp in those days. You know.
We had
People
BlackBerry.
So you get, that is the advantage we still have over the incoming new brokers, is that people have actually built the trust with people like us who've been working with us for 2 decades, is the fact that we gave them information then on a phone call. They would be sitting abroad and they would choose to decide to buy through us. And now it's much easier. Now they don't even look at the brochure. They still agree to buy with us.
Correct.
Well said,
So content, if you want to talk about, then we must take your input, because obviously you're doing much better than all of us here.
You're a good actor.
That's why I called you Sanjay Kapoor.
And I've been looking at your content. It's the thing that I tell people that, look at Ben's content and learn from it, what he's doing right.
Even for that matter, we have the Springfield owner, Farouk.
Yes.
Really
He's a
good
star
job.
as well.
He's a star,
He's a star of our industry.
Superstar, actually.
Superstar, we'll call it.
He can get ready and do it anywhere.
Yeah, he's got a lot of energy as well.
Yeah. I always tell him that.
You need that, but I think what
you
is
can
more,
do really well. I don't know why you're not doing it.
I don't think so. I have that kind of energy. But what I'm saying is,
You have more.
There is one Farouk, and there are people who have entered much after him. So my learning to that is that Farouk has done it really, really well. He's created
created a
a
benchmark,
milestone,
yeah.
a benchmark that's pretty great. But then with any other thing that you are trying new, I mean, I also started doing it last year, and I felt the same thing. What other content producers are also facing is that you can do 2, 3, 4 contents, but then you cannot do the rest. I was looking at Farouk's reel recently, and he said, you should have a 90 days, 90 reel process. But it's very tough. So I want to get back to you because you've been doing it for quite some time. What's your advice to the brokers who are struggling to produce right content and consistent, most importantly, consistent content?
Well, thanks for the compliments. To be honest with you, I don't believe I'm doing it well. I mean, Farouk is a superstar and he's killing it. He's the right person you should be asking the question.
No, but you're doing a
I will,
fantastic
I
job
will.
as
Yes.
well.
Yeah, one day. Yeah.
Look, I just a few years back I was sitting with, I think it was my lawyer, and we were discussing social media and TikTok and
I think it's
Instagram.
that Iranian lawyer who's always on TikTok.
No, it wasn't him. It was a different lawyer. I've got a few lawyers, but so I was having lunch with him, and he said, "Ben, just promise me one thing: don't go on social media, don't go on TikTok, and start talking about real estate, because every single time what do you call
swipe.
it? I swipe. Someone's talking about real estate." So I said, "Okay, damn, I don't want to be one of those guys."
Yeah.
This was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So then you see like Realtor on Harley, you see like Nima,
Yeah.
you see like TM, like all these guys who started a few years back. They're killing it. And so I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should have started back 3-4 years ago.
Of course. We
So
all
I
should
don't
have.
have many followers. I think it's like 8,800.
Yeah.
But I do have other content. Obviously, the $1 Million Listing has been great. People have been watching it globally. I do get a lot of people reaching out, saying they love the show, asking for advice when it comes to real estate. So it is humbling.
One of the things I learned about content marketing is when you go out there on the social media world with billions of people out there, is you have to find your own niche. I mean, not everyone likes everyone. I mean, even you're a mega star, but people won't just submit you the lead. So most of the times we don't do something is because it's overcrowded, or everyone is doing it, or we are shy doing it, or too senior to do something like that. But I think it's all in the mind. It's all in the mindset. Once you get out of that, content producing is actually a very beautiful thing. Not only you go out and showcase your talent to the audience who don't know you, but also to your fellow brokers who are in the industry, and probably give them your experience and take something from them as well. I mean, what we are doing right now is exchanging views, and whenever we end this show, we're going to learn something from this setup, and that's the great part of content. I mean, I watch a lot of content of brokers to learn, how they're doing it, and I've seen 5,000 followers people, 4,000 followers, up to 8, 9, 12, 13, 15,000 followers. Whoever has found his niche audience, whether it is ticket size or kind of product or whichever thing, secondary or primary, they're doing well. I mean, they're producing good leads, and they're creating good reputation. And I think they, in times to come, they'll be great agents of our industry.
So I think to answer your question, look, I was at an event and someone asked a question. I think it was Gary Vee or Ryan Serhant. They said, "Listen, I'm scared, and I also don't want to produce content or create content because it's gonna sound like someone else, and I don't want to sound like that person." And they replied and they said, "Listen, just jump in front of the camera and forget about it.
Yeah.
Just, you have to start somewhere. And even if you do copy someone else, you're completely a different person. You have a different personality.
Yeah.
It's going to come across completely differently. So do scroll on social media, see what you like, do copy that person, and just post it. Get it out there.
That's the key.
That's
the
the key.
So, Kurat, I mean, I'm your admirer, you know, for a very, very long time.
Thank you
This
very
is
much.
We all are.
when
We-
we started in this industry. I mean, it was a masculine-driven, male-driven industry, and we used to see you back then pushing your way forward. I call you tigress of the industry for that reason. Uh, Tell us your journey, your difficulties, your challenges that you faced.
I realized a lot of things. Whenever I used to enter into a room, I would definitely see a shift in tone, and that would make me very nervous. And uh, obviously, I would create a disrupt in that all male space. So I did not have to only prove myself as the owner of a company, but also a woman who wanted to be heard, to be seen, to be, felt that, she wants to do something in her life. But today, everything has changed. There's a lot of acceptance of women in the male dominant space. But yes, I had decided one thing. I had this ambition and this faith that I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up. I want to do what my brother can do, or what another real estate male owner can do, and I wanted to push through this. And I think, Alhamdulillah, I was very, very successful. Did really well. I wear a lot of hats. I'm a mother. So I don't call myself anymore a founder. I'm a leadership officer at Dre. So with so many hats, I feel this is for me, and I want to encourage many other women entrepreneurs out there who are doing so well right now, and I feel really proud. I have trained so many of them, and they're doing really well. Like Salim said, that he encourages his team to go out and own a real estate company. I love doing that as well. Why not?
No, I don't encourage. I say those who want
Who
to.
want
Those who
to? Yeah,
want
I
I
would
would-
actually.
I would do that.
If
I
somebody
cannot
wants
forcefully
to,
keep
Yeah.
anyone anywhere.
no, but if somebody wants to do it, then why not encourage them more? Do it. That's fine. Because initially, I used to be very. I'll be very honest. I used to be very sentimental about
Inferior
it.
about it. Yeah.
I used to feel very sad, and it would take me days to come out of
Take it personal.
Yeah, I used to take
Yeah.
it personally. I was like,
We all used to.
Yeah, we all. And now, but it's become, I think, a trend. But there are some people, like you said, they absolutely love the culture. They absolutely love how the leader is leading the path. So I have people who've been with me for 16 years, and I have people who are with me for 8 years and 9 years. And I have high regards for them, and they're still going good with Dre.
So we've all had our personal challenges during the course of, I think, 17, 18 years on average we've been to this industry. And coming back to you, Salim, what I believe, what has helped me navigate the difficult times, which I've seen many times, 2008 or a dragging recession period of 2016 onwards, making few personal errors in judgment errors in terms of investments that I've done even outside Dubai as well. What helped me was the passion that I have for this industry, and going back whenever I've been into a dark alley where I cannot see anything forward or backward. I mean, what made me go is that I'm good at this thing. I only know this business. There are certain traits of this business that I'm very good at, and I need to keep continuing doing it. Passion was, I think, the most important virtue for anyone to remain steady in any business. What's your funda of going through challenging times in life? I know personally you have been to many times as well and navigated them, alhamdulillah, and hopefully you will do in future, inshallah. What's your say in that?
I think he's one person, sorry to interrupt, who's gotten up many times, and I've seen him doing that, and I always give his example that, a lot of times he had his faults, but then he did not give up.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, absolutely. It's always always great to accept challenges, and you know, now I'm at a point that why I feel that we are doing so good in what we are doing, because we haven't really deviated from this business. A lot of my friends, a lot of our friends actually, what they've done is,
Master
I don't know
brokerage.
about you guys who's doing development these days or getting into any other business.
I'm a broker.
But I have continued, as a company, we have continued to focus on brokerage itself.
Yeah.
Whenever we decided to deviate in the past to get into big investments or underwriting or making investments, and then partnering up with people to take up projects to sell, it never worked in the right direction. And because of that, the apart from the passion, I believe the every time that we've been able to get up is with the blessings of our families, prayers, all the right things that happen to be right, is the talent that we have. Not everybody has the ability to be so patient, that how we have seen the level of patience today. Our agents, with the way things have changed and things have evolved at getting units on popular launches from developers, it's become much more process based, much more convenient than how we have seen our times. And adding on to this, this is probably going back to what Ben was talking about earlier regarding the primary and secondary. In our office, we don't have any restrictions on anyone to sell what they cannot. Like I hear from a lot of people, you're not doing it right. You need to have a specialist for this community. I believe an agent who is a broker who is in this industry,
There you go.
he can sell what he gets. Okay, he
Yeah.
may not have
Absolutely.
knowledge about everything, but how difficult it is today,
Yeah.
the way things have been familiarized, or the way information is available readily. Why would you want to give your seller to someone else to list? Yes,
Correct.
we have those
course.
arrangements. With the fact that we are a top performing agency in the off-plan segment, we never really left the secondary market also. And that has always kept us afloat, because secondary is a big division for us. It continues to remain. And so every time that I have thought that it may not work for me, this business may not work for me, it has worked for me much better.
Much better.
Yeah.
So now that belief has become like
Bigger.
inculcated, and it's like
Yeah.
a
It's a
thing
cult
in me.
now.
I'm pretty much sure about that. This is
It's
definitely
going
meant for
deeper
me, and
into
I've not that I've not diversified. I have diversified into different businesses, but my focus remains this as only.
As a person, your focus remains the same. Anyone new? We are going towards the end of the show now, and what specific advice you would give to a new agent or a struggling agent in the industry right now, probably going through a toxic environment, or has joined recently in the industry? What advice would you give him or her?
Be knowledgeable. It's very important to know your know the rules and regulations that are changing often. I see a lot of agents who are not really well versed with what they need to be. I think they just need to be themselves and go out there and be yourself. I see a lot of people getting very nervous about different things that you're talking about, but I feel your knowledge, your loyalty towards what you're doing is very, very important.
Well, Ghurat, I know your agents are successful because they have a good mentor.
Thank you very
I mean,
much.
I would advise them to find a good mentor, and I mean that's why you
Thank
you
you
guys
very
all
much.
here, everyone here.
That-
has done
that
Salim, we
means
so
a
well.
keep
lot.
hearing developer centric, area centric, primary, secondary centric. What's your take on it?
The advice to the people coming in.
Yeah.
What I've learned in the last 2 decades working in this industry is, and I've seen a lot of people grow in the right manner, is to, more importantly, you need to ensure that you're honest, you're
Yeah.
transparent, you are committed, and you're focused. These 4-5 attributes, if you have, you will always have opportunities.
Very well
You'll
said.
always
Yes.
have deals.
Yeah.
And don't
not
get
look
comfortable. They get comfortable very fast.
not look at the other
very,
person.
very soon.
I just tell them, be like a
Your own
horse running
self.
in the race, blindfolded, looking towards your target. And that's what it is. Don't look at what your even in my company, when at times I'm talking to them, or because I tell them I don't need to motivate you. Motivation cannot come through what I would say.
Yeah.
I can only teach you one thing, is to, apart from all these attributes, have the discipline.
Yeah.
If you have the discipline, motivation will come, you will remain focused, you will be honest, you will be transparent.
But Salim, I feel, sorry to interrupt you, I feel I've been in this industry for long, 18 years. I feel to get a person disciplined is the most difficult job.
That is not our job, right?
Yeah,
so
but
I
they-
don't,
that's the
I
difference
can't be
here.
their parent,
Yeah.
right? But I can just guide them that this is how we have grown.
Yeah.
I'm in the office every day today. I don't care if the agents who've done well and they decide to come late. I'm in the office every day, 9:30, 9:45, on the dot, every day.
So I have
Whether
this
I'm traveling, I'm
philosophy,
also available.
which I say that, I'm the best. When I say I'm the best, is like, it's not like I'm better than Ben or Salim or you. It's like I'm the best version of myself. I have whatever God has given me. I have tried to use whatever capabilities I have to the maximum capacity. And that's what I say, I'm the best. I'm the best version of myself, and I'm a better person, or I'm a better agent. This is the philosophy I try to tell them, that you have to, whenever you go back home, you have to have this belief that I'm a better broker than who I was yesterday. I'm a better person than who I was yesterday, and that's how you become the best version of yourself. Everyone is different in this
Junaid,
room.
You are the best.
You are the best.
I'm definitely not the best in terms of comparing.
You're loved.
but
You are most loved in the industry, I would say that.
Yeah, one of the things, like, I'm broker's buddy, but at the same time, Salim touched the point of discipline, and I think this is the only difference between
He's absolutely right. It comes from
successful
within.
and unsuccessful brokers.
Yes.
No, I've had a lot of people asking me, "Oh, so you guys have grown so much. Why doesn't somebody come and give sales techniques?" I was like, this is not what I would pay for. I would rather have them learned and then come and, like, they should know how to do sales. That's why they're joining me.
Yeah.
I can teach them how to be better.
Yeah.
But if I would have to hire somebody to actually give them those learnings, I'd rather hire somebody who would do work on their mental wellness, or work on their discipline, or work on their personality, rather than teaching them how to do sales. It's like somebody, like, you're asking a footballer, to teach him how to play. You know.
Very similar thing, Salim, to take your point forward. Last month in our recruitment, we changed something, and we came up with this questionnaire, which has got mostly nothing to do with real estate. It's just one last section of RADA, but the other 6 sections are related to mindset, discipline, attitude, character. It's all that, because that question and answer tells me whom I'm hiring. I mean, a lot of blame goes to us and our team leaders and
leads.
I mean, they just want to hire for the sake of hiring. I mean, the blame is also on us.
Filling up the seats. Yeah.
But I train brokers, at least my company brokers, once a month. And one of the things that I say is, company is responsible to provide you a lead who says that, yes, I inquired. That's it.
Yeah, then it's your job.
That's
You know,
a
the better
qualified
way to
lead.
put it is that the company is giving you a platform, and when you're joining the company,
Yeah.
in that platform you have leads, you have portals, you have all the services.
No, I was
everyone
addressing
has.
the
That you
specific point. I
require.
mean, there are so many other things, Salim. You can have 5 clients for a project and you don't get a unit. There are multiple challenges if you are in a wrong organization. I'm just touching the subject of lead because this is the biggest RR, what you say, is going on in the office every day.
Yeah.
But that's the terminology, I get it from you. But
Yeah.
but the mindset is wrong. The mindset is that, as Jay Sagnani from Homes for Life says, that, somebody is going to come up with a briefcase and gives you and hand overs you the money and just go buy for me. No, the lead is only
Even then,
good.
you should know what to buy for your client.
The lead is only good if he answers and says, yes, I inquired. That's it. The whole journey of funnel system starts from there, and it's the job of the broker to then convert them. And you have to have that
They
kind of
should
mindset.
feel very lucky that they're getting a lead. When we started,
We did.
I did not know what a lead
It was all
means.
referrals. We
All
were talking
referrals.
about it the other day.
A
It's
network.
All network.
Me
all
and Salim, we have
yeah.
done transactions. That is how the network began. So is with you. I didn't get the chance to
Yeah.
do a deal yet with Ben, but we'll
Yeah,
do. We'll do
same
very
here.
soon.
Yeah.
So, Salim, and I want Ben, you to share some light as well on this part. Three of us, we are from the off-plan, industry. We are known for that. But then we all have our portal presence, and it is one of the most important thing is that the off-plan brokers are not fully equipped these days with the changing technology into the portal side of the equation. So I'll come to you, Salim, first to shed your point of view on the off-plan brokers and what is the importance of this big portals like Bayou, Dubizzle, Property Finder, etc.
So I think as a company, as I mentioned to you, that we all also have a good team for secondary, and we have great dependency on these portals. Having said that, I have firmly believed that although if you feel that only Google or Meta or digital leads or leads from different platforms are the ones which are closed through in off-plan, we as a company market products on these portals also, which not many people do it. They don't do it reason for the amount of spend that would be decreased from the secondary market opportunities that people have to list. But I feel that these platforms have become a source, like a very, very credible source for people to, do the, come to you for purchase.
My question to you is, if let's say one of your agent have sold, let's say 8 units in Farm Gardens, and 4 of them or 5 of them wants to resell it in the market, would you advise him to go and list that property
Absolutely.
himself, or would you ask some secondary agent to deal with it?
I would see that we tend to create that thing about making people to work on certain areas, but somebody who sold the dream
Yeah.
from
He
the
knows
day
how
one, he
to-
knows it
Absolutely.
completely, and
I
he
agree.
can create. He can now talk about it in terms of reality.
Yeah.
As what is becoming. What was sold 4 years ago is now coming to reality, and keeping the investor intact also. But these portals, actually, portal leads today, if you were to ask me, you spoke about content, you spoke about other lead elements that people are using to generate. I believe that the portal lead is the best lead that one
I
can
agree.
actually work on.
I agree.
absolutely
Because
agree, and
he's
that
already
will-
done the journey
Yeah.
of searching. He wants to
Yeah.
buy something in
Yeah.
Dubai,
Yeah.
then he wants to buy something in off plan, and he goes through the portal.
Client
That
is
means he's
more
already
informed and
70%
educated.
through. It's your job, and he'll choose 3, 4 out of them. Whoever is better responding, so in our office we have a process. We prefer those agents who have a good response rate. These portals have also become much technical now compared to what
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
15
There's
years
a lot
ago.
of AI there, yes.
So, like, they've also created it easier for us to, identify. And now how technology is coming up, the reason for us to meet today, thanks to really for having us over and discuss this. But, they have also come up with a great platform, which I would like you to, shed some light on.
Yeah, one of the points that you just said, and it's very important, the digital leads, they're the leads you're scrolling in your own free time and an ad pops up.
Yeah.
And you just window shoppingly,
Absolutely.
clicked it. Versus a person going to a platform, searching the area, selecting the number of bedrooms, probably putting his budget as well, and then searching it and then submitting you a lead. The quality is completely different. Coming back to the really side of the equation, I think this is the first, and I'm very proud of them, what they've done. This is the first off-plan centric platform, which is not your average portal out there. They have created a platform which is connecting thousands and thousands of brokers, not only from locally, but also from internationally brokers, acclaimed brokers, to the developers of Dubai. And if you go to their platform, it's not only just a booking app.
Yeah.
It's a lot of material out there. I mean, if you go and watch their video content only, you have so much to learn from. I have few agents in my office. They watch podcast while coming to the office every day, and I told them that go to Rayleigh, hear it from the industry experts. Like we have Luai there, we have Nasish there, we have so many. I mean, Salim's interviews there, Umar Gul is there. There's so many nice, experienced people talking about their experiences. That is one side of the equation, but they have a great integrated platform where you can select any unit from any broker, create your own marketing material, your own customized marketing material, and a lot people don't know about really yet, because it is completely off-plan centric, and I've told my agents to start using it, and I'm a subscriber to really, and I'm a big
subscriber
fan.
too.
Yeah, a few of my agents use it as well.
Yeah. So regarding the portal, and I think you are the predominantly secondary company. What is the best way to utilize it? I mean, if you have to shed some light on it.
So to be honest with you, I started my company in 2020, way after you guys. I'm very, very conservative. And I was a one-man show, so I never used the portals.
Really?
So being in the business for so long, it was mainly networking, just clients, past clients. But then when I started growing, and obviously I wanted to scale and to become giants like you guys, I needed the portals. The first thing they asked was, Ben, we need Property Finder. Ben, we need Bayut. We need this. And I'm like, why? And so, yes, it's a great tool. And for secondary, so when I hire my staff, I tell them, listen, it's chicken and egg. If you're going to have the portals, you need to have properties as well.
Correct.
So focus on being a seller's agent,
Yeah.
right? Whatever it may be, whether it's networking. I know cold calling is illegal, but if you have relationships, if you know people that own property, or if you know someone that knows someone that owns a property, just go meet that person, get in front of them, convince them to be one of the 3 agencies to list that
market.
property
Yeah.
and to market. So you need to be out there. You need to be aggressive. Once you have the property, you can put it on the portal. Once it's up there, you're live. And then you'll start generating leads and people will contact you, and then the whole journey starts.
Great. To end this session today, Kurat, I have just one question for you. I mean, you have agency with what, like 200 agents now? What's the formula of scalability in this business? How do you scale a brokerage firm?
A lot of trainings. I need to be there myself. I think that's the first thing that I would not leave my company to my managers or to my CEO or managing director. I have to be there knowing what is happening on the floor. I think I need to create that motivation every single day, which keeps them going, because once they see me on the floor, they make sure it comes naturally that they become
They get inspired.
Yeah, they get inspired, and more disciplined is my partner, my brother. He's in the office like Salim at 9:30, and I saw. We did change the culture of the company as well. Our headquarters is in Dubai Hills now. We are more of a multicultural company now than before, being more of Indians and Pakistanis. And we have a secondary division, and I felt the secondary division also helped the primary division a lot.
Yeah, they complement each other.
They complement each other. We never had that before. So I feel it comes from the leader. And if you just leave your company there and you're not active with your developer friends, you're not active with your channel partners, it's not going to go how you want it to be. Like I watch Salim's meetings sometimes. They post their monthly meetings or.
We have a board in the company.
Yeah,
so
the
we've
board in the
structured
company.
I'm
very
coming
well.
to Salim with the
I
same
keep
question.
watching it all the
Yeah,
time, and I
yeah.
get very inspired.
Yeah.
And many people tell me that, I'm not very old, but they say that after 18 years, you're still standing out there in front of the developer's office for a unit or 2. But that's what I love doing, and I feel very motivated, and I want to motivate my people to do it all the time.
Amazing.
Salim, same question to you. You have obviously, mashallah, grown your company. Your scalability is there. It's visible now. The brand strength is also visible.
And you're in different
What's
countries,
your-
not only in
Yeah.
Dubai. Right?
Yeah, what's your recipe to scalability in this business?
So as I mentioned to you that I identified this when I saw a lot of more people coming into the industry, growing, and more companies opening up. I decided it was time to actually elevate my colleagues who were with me for a very long time. And some of them have the associate partner position, some of them have the associate director position, some of them are at a relationship manager stage, and we have structured the company into a manner that every your growth financially is your growth in the company as well.
In the company.
Because you've reached a certain point, then you need to have that kind of facilities, that kind of because we cannot make decisions today alone as we used to in the past. So we have a board, and then we have a excellence team who we seek advice from. The board meets every 2 weeks, sometimes every 3 weeks. I take all the input. It's more of at times gelling session, but at times we take criticism also in a positive manner. We seek a lot of suggestions which comes from what they are seeing, which I'm not able to see, because we have, again, as mentioned, different nationalities, different cultures, even different agents. Say, for example, somebody is a pump specialist, somebody is a ultra luxury specialist. On that table, giving us ideas where we are lacking, because every day the growth is there in every aspect of the game, and it's impossible as a human for me today to be known to everything. I have my contacts, I have my friends, but how much do we communicate as much as we used to in the past, So that has actually helped us, keep all of them together and letting them empower. And again, our payouts are much better than probably the other industry experts. But I decided this 4 years ago. So today, I would probably have like 26, 27 individuals who possibly run their own companies within the same office.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, and we have the same policy of home growing leadership. Yes, sometimes we require talent which is not available to hire from outside. But the idea of scalability is a bit similar to auditing firm model, where you elevate an auditor to a partner position over the period of time. And I think that's the right model, and that's the only model that works in our industry. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, to be here and spend your quality time and your quality insights.
Thank you very
much. And your
much.
valuable advice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So shall I? Or he shall begin? And she shall begin, actually.
Let somebody else begin.
Let her begin.
What do you want me to say?
Kurat from DRE, then Junaid.
I'm Kurat from DRE. Or do you want me to say my full name?
With a little bit more. The way you do it at the time of launches.
Salim is not forgiving or forgetting me about Salim. Now we have kids, let them do it.